How's it going, guys, and welcome to the first main assembly creations by ThatDomGuy. So this here, what we're looking at right here, this is called the Cyclone. This is the very first thing I built in main assembly. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Actually, I'm going to jump in it because it's easier to look at it when I'm in it. As you can see, this is before I figured out a lot of these, removing the frames and building techniques. There's a lot of square, blocky stuff on here, but that's all right. It served its purpose in teaching me what I needed to know. That was fun. I think it looks kind of cool too. It's pretty good for just off the top of my head. It's not necessarily any car design. It's I just built as I went. So it's got decent speed. That's just with W, and then spacebar. Of course, we've got some boosters built in. Handles all right when you're going super fast. It wants to the tail end wants to slide a bit. Say like we're gonna punch it and try and turn. But it is controllable with the using W and the spacebar at the same time, so you kind of get some drift action happening. The counter steer, it's actually pretty well balanced. For the first thing I built, I'm quite happy with it. So that's the Cyclone. It doesn't have lights or nothing. I didn't add any extra stuff onto it or nothing. I just wanted to try and figure out the building system itself to see what was what. See if this was even in my wheelhouse. Is this even something capable of doing? I know I can do it. I'm creative enough. Just got to figure out how to put the pieces together. But there's no pieces. That's on the shop as well. If you want to take a look at it, download it. Give it a go. Well, let's take a look at our next creation. And we're going to need to change maps for that. So let's head over to where we got some mountainous regions. So after playing with the Cyclone and figuring out the build system, the next thing obviously that I built in this game was an Offroad 4x4. Of course, because it's got all kinds of cool suspension and stuff. So this is what I built. Again, just off the top of my head. Kind of looks almost like an old Mustang. Them old fancy muscle cars. But as you can see, got rid of a lot of the frames. Starting to get a hang of the building system as far as the body parts and panels and stuff like that. Used a couple of more things. We do have some lights on this one with L for lights. As you can see, we got white on the top, but we got blue out the front. We got blue lights. It's the new LED ones, don't you know? So yeah, we actually have some lights inside here. We got some lights up on the roll bar. A couple of smaller wheels in the back. They are just spares after all. That'd look funny, the same with one of those wheels on it. So yeah, this was my my attempt at a off-road. So this one uses left shift for the couple of small boosters that we have inside. No jet engine in here because it was just too much. So yeah, this one uses some of the in-game suspension along with the suspension that comes with the motors on connected to it. And again, learning how to slope pieces, using additional attachment pieces, extra chassis pieces, messing with the materials a bit. You can see we got a chrome bumper up the front here. And again, I like the way that the materials actually affect the weight in this game, so you can change the material and actually change how your bots or your creation is going to work or how it's going to function, because you change the weight. So yeah, we got some brake lights in the back as well. I don't think I have them hooked up to anything. So yeah, this was fun. This is just called Offroad 1. Oh, keeps flipping over though. Might actually have to add some weight to the bottom of it. Or just not jump all over the place. Probably could stiffen the suspension a little bit as well. Get out of the water. It's another nice thing. The small boosters in this game actually work underwater. So you can drive out of the water. I like how it doesn't kick you out of the seat, though. I'm used to being kicked out of my seat as soon as I jump in the water. Trailmaker's flashbacks. You have no idea how many times I keep confusing the controls for... There you go. Can you get up there? Can you do it? Can you do it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Off-roading. Nice. Nice. There you go. Big air. Big air. Nice. So, yep, that's the Off-Road 1. I'll definitely be building some more of these puppies. This game almost seems designed for off-road vehicles. Let's take a look at our final build. We can stay in this map as well. Last build I decided to mess with the Hovercraft. Well, let's take a look at that. So this is the Slipstream Hovercraft. This was my first hovercraft that I built. It's the only one I've built so far. Except for the one I'm working on. I'm working on a pirate ship, so stay tuned for the next video for that one. But that's got a lot of detail in it. That's going to take a little while. So yeah, this one's pretty slick. First use of the hover pads. I like the fact that the hover pads are a lot smaller than they are in Trailmakers. It's really handy. And they're pretty strong as far as consistency. They don't drop you to the ground or anything like that. So yeah, this is kind of a cool design, I thought, for a... it steers really well, it handles well, it's like a racing hovercraft. Doesn't like coming off the ground. It's definitely... Whoa! Definitely steerable. I like how in this game as well, how you can stop on the water and you don't sink with your hover pads. Those are more for flat surfaces, I'd say. Wide open spaces. Than bumpy terrain. You can definitely race with this sucker. It's got really tight steering. Just got to tap it ever so slightly. Boom! Into the tree. And we lost some parts. Let's reprint that. Yeah, just tapping the spacebar gives you your boosters. You got boosters here for steering left and right. And again, you can actually turn on the spot. But again, the small boosters only burn for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then they need time to cool down again before you can use them again. But for wide open spaces, this thing is just super handy. I thought it looked pretty cool. So yeah, that's the Slipstream. Can't go too far that way, because then you'll just run right into the wall. Oh! Little boosters. They work in the water. Another cool thing, if you hold shift while you're in bot mode like this, gives you like sprint. Makes you go much faster. So yeah, that's what I've built so far. So far. Again, all kinds of potential in this game. I'm having all kinds of fun. I just have to add a couple more hours to that 24-hour day, so I've got enough time to build stuff in both games. But hey, can't complain about having too much fun, right? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know which one of these was your favorite. I'll be building all kinds of bizarre things. Not so much real life things as just things out of my imagination. So that's the beauty of these building games, is it just lets you create things that don't exist. Hope everyone's doing well. Stay healthy. We'll see you in the next one. Ciao.